Who on earth is he? He's a very hot man, apparently. If the room temperature is getting hotter. Look at that smile. Ah, it's you. And who is you? Okay, we have this. Oh! Oh, that is Celsius. I don't know. Sorry, I'm late. Gay? Huh? The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, Gay. How'd you been? Swim much these days? Hello, hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy smizzy. Ajay? A boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Ajay seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? So you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard things about you, son. Hey, thanks. Judgy. Ajay. Judgy? God, oh God. So sorry about your little worthy giving you all the trouble, eh? Our little. You know, we could all go swim together sometime. Jolly. Little worthy. A dick? No. This is a... No, sorry. 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 I'm sorry. You know... You don't know the district chief of police? Please just read the name tag. I try. Chief of police. He's the top ranking police officer in the entire district. Show us? Show what? Oh my god! Yeah, the only thought that will be left is... So it's okay. Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. Again, why don't I know all these people? I don't know the chief prosecutor and I don't know the freaking head of the police? Am I some kind of moron? So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fella. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Uh-oh. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. No, this is a scarf. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. No, she was not. We have a photo. She's not wearing this muffler. Oh, I know what happened. Oh, I know what happened. If there is blood on the muffler, and the guy was in the trunk of Edgeworth's car, then... Shh. Okay, let's go. This is my theory. Don't testify me on this. Again, and I will, you shush about that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. You can, go on Discord and talk about that. So my theory here on this new point is the Goodman guy was in the trunk of the car. And he was... Or maybe he was in the water barrel, I don't know. So, he was in the car, maybe. and he was like tied up with that muffler. So that the bleeding was like, I don't know, you know, if you like wrap something really tight, it can't bleed, kind of thing. To, you know, to make him last, and she like opened the scarf with the knife, and so he began to bleed like a, you know, I guess this is what happened. So again, he was like injured before, and the wound was like compressed is what I thought, with the muffler, and she opened the muffler, cut herself, and she got rid of the muffler because she was afraid. I don't know, let's see. Only theory, but I guess this is what's going on here. But to think that it was stuffed into the exhaust pipe on Little Worthy's car, no less. His grin is so good, like it reminds me on this like Dragon Ball Z like Pokemon crossover like animation when like, I don't know, Krillin and Mr. Popo like doing like Pokemon battle. Like this grin. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. SL9 too? What's this? What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. What is this? Oh, it's like opens with a click. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth? How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? No, wait a minute, Worthy. Switchblade? Switchblade, yay! I'm telling you to wait. Nintendo's own knife. This is a Christmas edition. If you take out the Joy-Cons and you can press a button and there comes a knife out, like for self-defense. You know, you can take your Switch like on the way out, and if someone wants to steal your Switch, you can self-defend yourself with the Joy-Cons. It's easy. Why not? I'm telling you to wait. And there's the snap from the freaking like Nintendo Switch commercial. Like this snap is like when the knife comes out. I'm telling you to wait, or didn't you hear me? Hear me? Have a look at this document. Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. Yeah. Play some Mario and then commit double homicide on the train. You know, only for social distancing purposes, of course. Trying times, that is. There's no mistaking that the signature is there. There's no mistaking that signature is there, Miles Edgeworth. What? That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got the award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. Huh? Huh? He making him like responsible for this now, but he was not involved in the investigation. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. Ooh. Yeah, I had, you know, now I get the he's the thing. He's the thing that I want to show you what he is clearly not. And he's clearly not the thing I definitely don't wanted to show you. So even if you wanted me to show the thing that I clearly not going to show you on screen. Yeah, but I can see that he is not a nice person now. What? To keep yourself safe, yeah. Ignore the blood spilling, you know, the blood spilling that is like contested with maybe things, yeah, you know, like That's good. You have to go for now after this sentence? Goodbye. I guess. Let's see what's going on here. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss of words. Smack. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Can't stand it that anymore. Oh, this sounds so negative. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess she has to apologize now. Yes, okay. I guess she has to apologize now. She made me very sad. My tummy hurts. I told you not to poke or shake it, and you clearly poked. Poofy cheeks. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. A favor? Yes. Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor. Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... No, you have to do it. If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Yeah, you know, we're doing the 3D... It's not me. I'm not doing that. Mr. Wright, you have to show the DS feature. Boop. Ah, this is the stabby knife, and this is not the. This is not losing like stab. Yeah, broken. Which knife like breaks up like this? Like for real? God, take care of your knives. God damn it, I'm getting angry right now. Who treated the knife like this? It's a fine piece of deadly art. You can't treat it like that. Look at the friggin' like sad, like pointy end of this. It's so sad. God damn it. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. Yeah, I see that. And it's dark and red stained. Blood? Maybe. Switchblade knife added to the court record. Small tag attached. Found at the crime scene wrapped in the defendant's muffler. Ooh, so she was threatened. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife? Sure thing. No, not a problem. Not even a little one, really. I hate him. Look how big he is. He's like not fitting in the screen. Department in disorder. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Huh. Darn it! I don't want to put my fingerprints on the evidence. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. Maybe the blood? That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See? What a mess. At the police department? And not the prosecutor's office, huh? Time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, huh? Not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. So, wait, there are two officers dead? At the same time? It's not the same one? Wait. Yeah, there was a murder at the police department, a detective? That's hush-hush information. Aji, we haven't exactly announced it yet. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order. Anyway, we at the department, we are all flustered, as you might as well assure. We are in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright, two detectives killed at the same time in two different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. Not impossible. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Yeah, he has to say that. Okay, let's see. This is super... Okay, the case is getting super interesting. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Rido. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine the knife while we can, Rido. Evidence that links the knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that had me stumped all the time. So how are things down at the department? Huh? Bow, 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 bow. There's a small tag on the knife. It says SL9 too. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code. DL6, maybe it's a case number. That's weird. What? I don't remember where, but I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. I wasn't that long ago either. Maybe I could check the court record again. So it's about the frickin' piece of paper, huh? Present. Try this. Wait a second. Ah, at last, an honest to goodness objection. This knife, this has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? An honest to goodness, what do you mean? From Aji. This is great. He's like enjoying this. Look at the tag of the knife. It reads SL-9 too. And this is important. Why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 9-7S122. Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside down. Oh! The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right upside. But turn it around, and what do you get? 221 SL9. However, who wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Well, Chief? Oh well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Rido. I win? Ah! What game is this guy playing? Good question. This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice! Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. PH. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. It was a bad day. Let's see what we have here. Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, Wright, my boy. Sharp. Hungry. Oh. So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy. What with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? Okay, yeah, we can press this. A detective was killed. Which detective? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Aji? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Perpetrator. We have a suspect. Where there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested. It was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Rido. I suppose I could help, if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing, and one thing only. Okay. What should we ask then? What should we ask? Like for real? How should I know? Where the victim was found in the police department, clearly. Who the victim was killed, how the victim was killed, when the victim died. We know that, we don't know that, so I guess this one. Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the forge call a stabbing with a knife. Kniffy. A pointy boy. That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit we are cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. It seems like I'm going to have to press this a little bit harder. $5.15, but that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? Coincidence? This is just my gut feeling. But I say there's a 0.001 chance of that happening. Yeah, it's true. Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident. It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Oh, we cleared that. Now it's linked, huh? How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police. Okay. I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You understand. Try to understand, Righto. Stop it. Well, if you can prove there is a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, I'd better find it and get to the bottom of this. The detectives were killed at one there and one there. Can't be a coincidence. And the knife. What was it doing there? I better check this knife out. Huh? What? So I have to press this one thing more? What? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it? Yeah, where the victim was found. Let's see what this is about. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the body was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room. Wait a second, I've heard of that. Evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? This knife was evidence in a case stolen from the evidence room. There's a connection between the two cases. He seemed happy. Happy. We just got handed out our ticket to go to town in this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Okay. Chief, the defense position is simply simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Huh? You don't say. Well, out with it, Wright-o. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place, slap, 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 mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Time travel powers? Oh no. Indeed. Sorry, I was like reading hard. I'm back, hi. Hope you're doing good in chat. Hope you're doing all well. Hugs and kisses. You know, I'm like soaked into this right now because this is interesting. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. He's like, Need to take a good pair, make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduct right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information? Unofficially? Huh? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What, really? Who would have guessed? Deducted? Deduced? Oh, deduced. Oh, sorry, I read deducted. I was not there, so I was so much into it, I like, my reading thing, thank you. My reading was somewhere else. I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? Okay? If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Ah, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. The victim's ID number, gender. Let's go with the gender. ID number. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who is it from. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is... Did I write this down? Okay, I'll write this down. You know, maybe it's interesting. It's not in red, but you know, 5842189. Wait a second. It's the same man, right? Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 82. I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Thank you. I write it down myself, so... Check this thing. Yeah, this is his freaking name tag. I knew that. This is his name tag. What? He was killed twice? Now I'm confused. This man was so important he got murdered twice! Oh no! Does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department. This tells me something! Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning? You only died twice. It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Slap. Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? I mean... Witness! What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. Maybe I am. You don't know. No, it's just, I got confused. Oh, this is news, huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office, 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Or not. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh ho. Is it yours? No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 582422189. And this means what exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with A2. Huh, I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right again! The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, Wright. What does this? I mean, that's what I want to know. Yeah, this is what I want to know. This case is going great so far. This is fun. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, sharp as a tack, righto, sharp as a tack. So we only have 1 case. Oh, this is why the suspect. This is why the suspect is in. This says attorney. So this is why he says that the suspect is like arrested because the suspect is Lana Sky. Interesting. So we don't have 2 cases. We have only 1 case, but 2 crime scenes. Wait. So it is, as I said. Like, he was murdered somewhere else and put into the car. Wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. No, he was not killed. Yet, a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. Maybe they are twins? Maybe we have twins here with the same ID tag to make it super confusing? Maybe his name is Bran's Evil Man. In the evidence room, at the exact same time. That's impossible. What you're saying is the same person was killed at the same time. And in a completely different location. Order! Chief, what does this mean? No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? True. Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait! Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error? Mr. Edgeworth. They're yours, Grin. This case making me interested in this game. What? How dare you? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our officer Mickens who brought you the news. Officer Mickens? Mr. Wright. Where have we heard that name before? Wait, Oh yeah. I will not read this. We had that before. No, not the corpse. He was not dead. At 5:15, the victim was not dead. The attack happened on 5:15. He died from bloodlust around 1 hour later. So there is enough time. Again, we read that yesterday. There was enough time to bring him somewhere else. But this makes no sense. Because... Okay, evidence is clearly forged here. Which evidence is forged as well? Bloodlust. The parking lot ticket, this one, is forged as well. Because the body can't be in the trunk of the car at the prosecutor's office, which is around a half an hour away with a taxi. I remembered that. Because they said it specifically that why is the prosecutor's office and the police office a half an hour away with a taxi? So, if the Goodman guy was stabbed at 5:15 in the evidence room, he could not have been in the trunk at 17:12 or 17:15. So, this parking lot ticket is also forged evidence, alongside with the photograph, and maybe not the photograph, alongside with the shoes. At least the shoes. The whole case is rigged, yes. It has to be. The parking lot, like, timer. The timer was like, maybe set back an hour. Maybe there's like a 1 hour difference between that. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, He didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me, he said that the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on top of the report. Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He didn't seem challenged. Oh my god. In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence, yes, of duty on your part, Worthy. But, sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then Excuses, huh? I like how, like, calm it gets when he's, like, on the screen. No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy. Uh-oh. Oh, his eyes! Why are the eyes of these characters in this case so cold? I like this so much. Like, his eyes are so cold, and from the Angel Star character, the eyes are getting so cold too. Oh my god. What? No, that was the second rule of evidence law. Well, Mr. Wright? Oh well, it's rule 2. Unregistered evidence present must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Ryder over here. Good job, Ryder, my boy! My boy! I clicked away text. Sorry. No! He's so huge. He's like a freaking bear. It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a rough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part, Mr. Edgeworth. Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time, really. You have my profound apologies, sir. For Edgeworth. But he didn't listen. Yeah, he didn't listen. This is true. This is true. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. And now go home! Damn it. To be continued. Do I like that so far? Yeah, I guess Edgeworth screwed up. It's okay to screw up sometimes, but I guess he was like so into the case, and he didn't like pay attention at all, huh? How odd. I will go stretch before we like continue here, so I will be right back. Maybe you stretch too, get some snack, get some drinks, maybe visit the boys or the girls' room, whatever you prefer, and I will be right back. So, and I will play ads because, you know, I want to torture you with Twitch ads. Yes, this is the real reason behind that, and not because I don't want people to have pre-roll and eventually mid-rolls. So, yeah, let's stretch, and I see you in a second.